Hello my dear students, myself is Dr. Rakhi Mishra, working as an associate professor in NIET Pharmacy Institute, and today I am going to deliver my lecture on the part 4, that is I have already discussed 3 parts from the topic antibiotics and beta lactam antibiotics, and in this lecture I will discuss about the different you can say classes which work as beta lactam antibiotic or they are in the category of antibiotics. Okay. So, we will cover 2 topics mainly in this lecture. The first one is beta lactamase inhibitors and the second one is monobactams. Okay. So, we are starting. Now, the first topic that is beta lactamase inhibitor. This is a very important topic in the concept that you have learned a lot in all previous lecture about what is beta lactam, what are beta lactam antibiotics, but here I am discussing about the beta lactamase inhibitors. Okay. So, I am discussing, just wait a minute. Okay. So, I am discussing here about beta lactamase inhibitor. If I recall you about a very simple thing that in the previous lectures about beta lactam, we have discussed that beta lactam ring is very essential for all the antibiotics which comes in the category of beta lactam antibiotics. Why this ring is necessary? Because it is the main ring, it is I make you recall कि if I talk about the beta lactam ring, then what is beta lactam ring? It is something like this. I think you all remember NHCOR. I have told you that beta lactam ring is what? This is beta lactam ring. It is a 4-membered cyclic ring structure having nitrogen, having ketonic group and having amide linkage, and this ring is very important part of all the beta lactam antibiotic. Okay. And we have also discussed that one of the major problem which is faced by the beta lactam antibiotics when a patient is taking continuously a beta lactam antibiotic, then what problem he may face? He may develop, if I am not wrong, he may develop resistance. Okay. The patient can develop resistance. In my previous lecture, I have told you that the resistance can be a natural type or acquired type, and in the acquired resistance, one of the major type is cross resistance also. Right. I am just recalling you some points because then it makes you easy to understand this topic. Okay. So, one of the problem which the patient face when he continuously takes beta lactam antibiotics is the development of resistance. Okay. And the second very major problem, I have told you the enzymes name, right. I have told you in my previous lecture some name of some enzymes which causes degradation of beta lactam ring. But initially I am telling you कि beta lactam ring is very essential, but simultaneously I am also telling you कि there are some enzymes which causes the degradation, yeah, you can say the breakdown of beta lactam ring. Now, consider the situation that if a patient is taking a beta lactam antibiotic and if beta lactam ring is degraded or is breakdown, then what the problem which he face? He may not get benefited. He will not be benefited by the use of that beta lactam antibiotic. That means there is a need for the researchers, there is a need for the doctors to find out something which can stop this degradation. And one of the main enzyme which causes degradation, which causes the breakdown of beta lactam ring is beta lactamase enzyme. This enzyme is produced by both gram positive and gram negative bacteria. Are you understanding? Ki we are taking beta lactam antibiotic. Okay. And this beta lactam antibiotic is active, but the bacteria against which you are taking this beta lactam antibiotic, suppose it produce some enzyme and the name of enzyme is beta lactamase, then what will happen? The beta lactam will become inactive. The patient will not get result. So, to stop this degradation, there was a need, and right now many beta lactamase inhibitors are in the market, and mainly the 3 type, not type, it is the 3 beta lactamase inhibitors which are in very popular in current scenario, because some enzymes produce the enzyme beta lactamase. This beta lactamase will break down the beta lactam ring. And what is formation? Means what is the formation when that beta lactam ring is breaked? It gives the penicilloic acid. Okay. So, that is why there is a need for beta lactamase inhibitors. Okay. Now, starting with the slide, beta lactamase are a family of enzymes produced. See, what are those? These are enzymes. Beta lactamase are enzymes which are produced by many gram positive and gram negative bacteria, and this point is very important, that inactivate the beta lactam antibiotics. How? By opening the beta lactam ring. That means there is a need for beta lactamases inhibitors. So, what are beta lactamase inhibitors? Beta lactamase inhibitors has negligible antibacterial activity, I will tell you, or they may have a weak antibacterial action, but they are used in combination with other beta lactams like penicillins, which are sensitive to beta lactamase degradation. The story here is, suppose we are using beta lactam antibiotic, that is penicillin, right, and this penicillin is very sensitive to beta lactamase degradation. Then how can I solve the problem of degradation? I can administer penicillin along with this beta lactamase inhibitors, which will combat the problem. What is the problem? The degradation of this penicillin. That means ki beta lactamase inhibitors are not having any activity which is called antibacterial activity, but what is their mechanism? They can only inhibit the degradation which is caused by beta lactamase. I think it is now clear to you कि beta lactamase inhibitors are what? They are those you can say drugs which can be used along with beta lactams, and when they are used along with beta lactams, they inactivate or they stop the degradation caused by beta lactamase enzyme, and when they are given with penicillin, they increases the spectrum of activity, and they also you can say remove the microbial resistance to beta lactam antibiotic. Is it okay? I think it should be clear to you. Only 2 points you have to remember, that beta lactam antibiotics are very active, they are having antibacterial action, but what is the problem? Ki sometimes they are degraded by an enzyme. What is the name of that enzyme? Beta lactamase. And from where this beta lactamase comes? This is secreted by the bacteria to protect themselves from beta lactam antibiotic, right? So, to solve this problem of degradation, because if your penicillin or beta lactam antibiotics are degraded, then they will not show their result. So, to solve this problem, these beta lactamases inhibitors are given. What are the examples of beta lactamase inhibitors? Clavulanic acid, sulbactam and tazobactam. These are the 3 main important, which is also in your syllabus, beta lactamase inhibitors, which are clavulanic acid, sulbactam and tazobactam. One very interesting thing you will see, I do not know whether you are able to highlight that change or not. In all the clavulanic, sulbactam and tazobactam structure, one thing is important. What is that thing? Ring B. What is this ring B? This is beta lactam ring, but here only one difference is कि no amide linkage is there. By we have seen कि beta lactam is having the structure of 4 carbon, in which one is substituted by nitrogen, ketonic and this amide linkage, but in all the beta lactamases inhibitors, this amide linkage is not there. So, these are the 3 beta lactamases inhibitors, clavulanic, sulbactam and tazobactam. Now, I will tell you the mechanism later, because there is a general mechanism for all the drugs. First, we will just discuss a slight information about all these beta lactamases inhibitors. What is clavulanic acid? It is the first one from this class. Which class? Beta lactamase inhibitor. It is a natural product which is obtained from species of Streptomyces, right. You can see the structure of clavulanic acid. It is having a beta lactam ring, but here amide linkage is not there. Okay. It has a rapid oral absorption, and when this clavulanic acid is given along with amoxicillin, then what will happen? It re-establishes the activity of amoxicillin, because amoxicillin is a semi-synthetic derivative of penicillin, and there is a problem with amoxicillin that it can be easily degraded by beta lactamase enzyme. So, when this amoxicillin is administered, is given along with this beta lactamase inhibitors, that is clavulanic acid, what happens? It establishes it holds up the activity of amoxicillin. It does not allow the beta lactamase to degrade the amoxicillin, and it is used for respiratory tract, skin and soft tissue infection, and also for intra-abdominal infection. The dosage form is 100 milligram per kilogram per day in 4 divided doses. Okay, this is about clavulanic acid. Next, sulbactam. It is 2 to 3 times less potent than clavulanic acid. Its oral absorption is also inconsistent, therefore, it is given parenterally. Okay. Its oral absorption is not uniform. Not uniform means कि one patient can show a very good absorption, but the other patient, the absorption data can vary. So, it is preferred to give this sulbactam parenterally. It is also combined, it can also be combined with ampicillin for use against beta lactamase enzyme, and it is used basically in surgical infections and the disease of gonorrhea, right. Again, you can see in the structure of sulbactam, this beta lactam ring is present, but only missing thing is amide linkage. Next is tazobactam. What is tazobactam? It is similar to sulbactam. Its pharmacokinetic matches with piperacillin, which can be used for very severe infection like peritonitis, pelvic urinary respiratory infection, which are caused by beta lactamase producing bacilli. The thing is कि clavulanic acid, sulbactam and tazobactam, all 3 are beta lactamase inhibitors, and their action can only be seen when they are administered along with some beta lactam antibiotic, because alone they are not having any type of antibacterial activity. Now, a very important part, mechanism of action. Again, beta lactamases are a family of enzymes which are produced by many gram positive and gram negative bacteria, and what is their action? Means what is the action of that enzyme? It inactivates beta lactam antibiotic by opening the beta lactam ring. Beta lactamases, also known as, the other name of beta lactamases is penicillinases, that provide multi resistance to beta lactam antibiotic. By again and again they are opening the ring of beta lactam ring. So, by the problem caused by these enzymes, the patient may become resistance, and beta lactam inhibitors, what they do? They binds to beta lactamases enzyme and inactivate them, right. Both are having opposite action, beta lactamase causing degradation, but beta lactamase inhibitors are stopping these beta lactamase enzyme for the inactivation of beta lactam. See, this diagram will show you. Normally what happens when a patient is given beta lactam antibiotic, it contains a beta lactam ring, but it is also showing its action, but as soon as this beta lactamase enzyme works on it, what it causes? It causes the formation of inactive compound. You can see here कि your beta lactam antibiotic is having beta lactam ring. In spite of having this beta lactam ring, in the presence of this beta lactamase enzyme, it is not possible to be active, and this beta lactam ring is then converted to inactive compound. Now see this, कि when this beta lactam antibiotic is given with beta lactamase inhibitor. Again and again I am telling you कि this is also given, this is only given in the combination. When this beta lactam antibiotic is given with beta lactamase inhibitors, a complex is formed and this complex causes the beta lactamase activity diminution, right. What it causes? The formation of this complex causes the diminution or reduction in the activity of beta lactamase, and in contrast what it do? It enhances the activity of beta lactam antibiotic. I think there is no need to tell you other things. This diagram makes you clear the difference between when beta lactamase inhibitors are not given, only beta lactam antibiotic is administered, and when this beta lactam antibiotic is administered along with this beta lactamase inhibitors. You can see here ki the last result, the last consequence is formation of inactive beta lactam antibiotic, and what happens here? Enhances the activity of beta lactam antibiotic. Okay. Now, beta lactamase inhibitor, what they do? I am telling you again and again ki they causes the opening, they causes the breakdown of beta lactam ring. This is penicillin, and when this beta lactamase acts on this penicillin, it breaks a bond in the beta lactam ring to disable the molecule. You can see here ki it is breaking this bond, and what is formation takes place along with CO, one OH is there, and it results in the formation of penicilloic acid. Okay. So, this is the thing which beta lactamase enzyme is doing, and to stop this activity of beta lactamase enzyme, we are preferring beta lactam antibiotic use along with beta lactamase inhibitors. Okay. So, this is the mechanism of all the beta lactamase inhibitors that we have discussed: clavulanic acid, sulbactam and tazobactam. Is it okay? I think from my side it should be clear to you. Okay, this is the mechanism. Now, SAR, we have seen the structure of clavulanic like this. Okay. In this SAR, beta lactam ring is essential, as we have also seen in the beta lactam antibiotic that beta lactam ring is essential. Here also this beta lactam ring is essential. Sulfur, you can see here in penicillin there is a sulfur here, right? Sulfur hota hai N. Okay, here sulfur is there, but here the sulfur of penicillin is replaced by O. You can see here O. No substitution at C6 is required for the activity. I have told you कि this amide linkage is not here. So, no substitution at C6. Carboxylic acid you can see here also, यहाँ भी it is also present. Carboxylic acid is essential for the activity, and if we consider the stereochemistry, then R type of stereomer is good at C3rd. Matlab if at the third position R stereochemistry is there, this COH group is you can say bonded with the dashed bond, then it is good. It gives good result. So, this is a general SAR of all the you can say beta lactamase inhibitors. Okay. Uses, they can be used for skin and soft tissue infection, abdominal, gynecological sepsis, urinary, biliary and respiratory tract infection, and if a person is suffering from gonorrhea, the dose can be, you can see here, amoxicillin is a beta lactam antibiotic, a very small amount of beta lactamase inhibitor plus probenecid. This is highly curative for disease gonorrhea. You can see here the combination ki with 3 gram of amoxicillin we are taking a very less quantity of beta lactamase inhibitors, because their only role is to maintain the action of beta lactam antibiotic. Okay, got it? Adverse effect as GI tolerance is poor. It may cause some stomatitis, vaginitis and rashes, right? Some type of inflammatory problems it can cause. So, this is all about beta lactamases inhibitors. In this beta lactamases inhibitors, we have discussed about ki what are beta lactamase inhibitors, why they are required, what are the different examples of beta lactamases inhibitors and how they act and what are their advantages. Okay. So, this is the end of this topic, beta lactamases inhibitor. Now, moving towards the discussion of a very important topic also, that is monobactam. In all the topics which we are reading in this lecture, you can see that all the things are having a beta lactam ring. That why they come in the range of beta lactam antibiotic, because in my first lecture I told you that beta lactam antibiotics are those which contain a beta lactam ring. So, you can see either in beta lactamase inhibitors, either in monobactam, that they contain a beta lactam ring. Their working is different and sometimes their structure may have some difference, but beta lactam ring is present. Okay. So, we talk about monobactams. What are monobactams? They are beta lactam. Acha, before discussion of this slide, what you understand by this term monobactam? If I recall you, then it is made up of two words. One is mono and the another one is beta. Oh, sorry, bactam. Mono means one, right? Bactam means beta, means it is a short form, you can say ki beta lactam. Okay. By the combination of beta lactam, a word is bactam and for one is mono. That means you can have an idea that the term monobactam denotes the presence of one beta lactam ring. Now, what is the case here? I will tell you. In all the examples, what you have seen, ki this is a beta lactam ring. Suppose NH is there or not is there, but this is beta lactam ring, and it is sometimes in penicillin it is combined with 5-membered ring, in cephalosporins it is combined with 6-membered ring, but they are directly, means they are directly combined with some type of another ring. This is the specialty which we have discussed, specialty of all the drugs which we have discussed till now about their structure. Now, what are monobactams? Monobactams are beta lactam compounds wherein the beta lactam ring is alone and not fused to another ring. You can see here ki again I am telling you ki it is a, right? What is this? This is the structure of penicillin, right? Here COH, right? This is the structure of penicillin. What you are seeing, that B ring is beta lactam ring, it is fused with another ring directly. But in monobactams, they are not fused to another ring, they are alone. That why this term mono is used. Mono means one, or you can predict that one means only one, that is alone. So, in monobactams, what is the case ki beta lactam ring is present, but it is alone and directly it is not fused to another ring. And when we compare to other beta lactam antibiotics, this is the contrast in this feature, right? This feature is opposite to beta lactam antibiotics. They are effective only against aerobic gram negative bacteria, again very important point in GPAT as well as in other exams having MCQs. It have been asked, it can be asked that only antibiotic, beta lactam antibiotic which is active only for gram negative bacteria or which is specially active for gram negative are monobactams, for example, Neisseria, Pseudomonas species. And the examples of monobactams are Aztreonam, Tigmomam, Nocardicin A and Tebotoxin. Like we have learned about the examples from beta lactamase inhibitor, that is clavulanic acid, sulbactam, tazobactam. Similarly, the examples of monobactams are Aztreonam, Tigmomam, Nocardicin A and Tebotoxin. Aztreonam, you can see here the structure of Aztreonam. It is having this beta lactam ring, but you can see here that this beta lactam is not directly attached to any type of ring. You can see the ring is thiazole ring is present here, but it is not directly attached. In between there is NHCO. So, this is the specialty of all monobactams. This drug is monocyclic beta lactam and it is a 4-membered ring. At the bottom is beta-lactam, and second is thiazole ring, but it is not fused directly to the beta-lactam ring. Estriomnam have high polar structure which reduces its oral bioavailability. It is recommended to give parenterally. The antimicrobial spectrum is different from other beta lactams. Why? Because it is especially active for gram negative bacteria, and it is having a very limited activity against gram positive bacteria. Mechanism: like other penicillins or beta lactam antibiotic, it also blocks the action of transpeptidase, and I have told you in my earlier lecture that transpeptidase is an enzyme which catalyzes the bacterial cell wall synthesis, and if bacterial cell wall is not synthesized, then cell wall deficit bacteria are produced, and if cell wall deficit bacteria are produced, then there is a leakage of you can say endosmosis can occur, because of which the cell can swell and ultimately it will burst. Okay. The SAR is very simple. Carboxylic group is very essential for the activity. Aminothiazole, this is aminothiazole group, it impacts action against gram negative, and 4-alpha methyl group decreases its degradation by beta lactamases enzyme. Okay. The SAR is very simple. That is all about the things which we have discussed till now. That is, we have discussed about beta lactamases inhibitors, we have discussed about the monobactams, and in the monobactams we have seen that the things which are having only one beta lactam ring, that is not directly attached to any other ring, and when it is not directly attached to any other ring, then it is in the list of monobactams, right. And in the SAR we have seen ki carboxylic acid, in spite it is not directly attached with beta lactam, but it is important for its activity, and it increases the activity against pseudomonas. And what are pseudomonas? They are gram negative bacteria. I think you are getting my point ki gram negative bacteria, for the gram negative bacteria, this carboxylic acid is also increasing the activity of monobactams, and aminothiazole group imparts action against, means in the initial slide of monobactams what we have seen ki they are mainly active for gram negative bacteria. What is the reason? By beta lactam ring is present in all the beta lactam antibiotics. Then what is the special features in these monobactams that they are active against gram negative bacteria? The special features are presence of carboxylic group, then the second feature is presence of aminothiazole group, and the fourth, a very important point is ki again here bhai we are not using it along with beta lactamase inhibitor, then what will protect it from the degradation which can be caused by beta lactamases? 4-alpha methyl group. This is 4-alpha methyl group. We have seen that 4-alpha methyl group can reduce its degradation. Okay. So, this is all about the beta lactamases inhibitors and monobactams. Thank you very much.